founder of Line Art Herbs, the creator of the Taoist Tonic Herbal blends, and also the founder of Health Mastery Training and the author of the Easy Exhaustion Cure. So I'm here today to ask you a very simple question. Do you love having tonic herbs, or you love the effects that tonic herbs give you, but find it a little bit difficult to actually prepare them, or some people maybe in your household have an issue with the smell, or with the taste, or you find it difficult, or you find it confusing? Well, if so, I have some amazingly good news for you. You see, I completely understand. Sure, I am a Taoist herbalist, but I'm also, a coach, and I'm an author, and I'm an internet businessman, and there's all kinds of things that I'm trying to do all at the same time. So like you, I have a busy life, and I don't have time to be messing about with anything superfluous, basically. Now, the benefit of the tonic herbs are so great that I was always willing to do whatever it takes to get them into me. And I experimented before with extract blends, with capsules and tablets, and I always found them to be substandard, basically. In fact, I even put tablets on the site and just put a warning underneath saying, listen, these are obviously much more convenient, but they're just not as strong, just not as good. Then I had a wonderful breakthrough about a year ago. I was contacted by an amazing fellow Taoist in China who told me that he had really excellent quality herbs, and typically it took me quite a while to follow through on him because I didn't really trust it, I didn't believe it, but sure enough he sent some samples, I had them tested, I tested them myself, and eventually I was just blown away at the sheer quality of them, the sheer power and strength of them, and of course with the sheer convenience of it. Okay, so then I started to put together my extract blends, my herbal blends, which I'm famous for, whether it's the cleanse, rejuvenate, immune, serenity, strength. These have made a huge difference in my life. In fact, I launched my whole career basically by bringing these blends to people, and that really wasn't even the intention. I started off just as a practitioner, just trying to help people and recommending certain herbs, and they would say, where do I get them from? I was like, well, I suppose I can make them for you. So I make these big bags of herbs, tell people to brew them up. And then sure enough, eventually I thought, this is a service that a lot of people obviously want and value, so this is something that I need to provide, and that's exactly what I started doing. But I realised very quickly that people found it very confusing, and to be honest, I did as well some of the time. Obviously I worked it out, but I can completely understand how you could find it difficult, confusing. Also, I was living in a house at the time, a shared house, and the landlord actually banned me from brewing it downstairs in the kitchen because the smell was so bad. It upset everyone else. Of course, this is all relative, because to me the smell of frying is like horrible, but anyway, so consensus rules. So at the time, and I was so determined that I went upstairs to my bedroom, and I bought myself a little electric hob, and I put it on a table next to the window so that then I could brew my Chinese tonic herbs. Right, strain them off, then once it cooled down, take it downstairs so it wouldn't smell, wash it next time. God, it was a palaver. So yeah, I've been very dedicated to getting these Taoist tonic herbs in me, and I'm so glad, because of course now here I am teaching about health mastery, teaching people who are already experts and who are already just doing an amazing job at helping other people, how to get to the next level with that. And I credit having these herbs as part of my life as a big part of that. So I'm so grateful for them, and it was totally worth it. However, a little seed was sprouted in my mind at the time. Also, because the most common question I get from people, even though I had instructions that were sent along with a packet of herbs, even though I had a lovely little video on the website showing people exactly how to make it, the most common question I got from people was, how do you make the herbs? In fact, I remember I even did a retreat once, and it was like a serious thing, no talking, and very peaceful, meditative. So I did that. I came out of that after a couple of days, and I bumped into someone just purely coincidentally who was a friend and a customer. And I remember the first thing they said to me is, "Oh, Elwin, how lovely to see you. How are you doing?" Anyway, I was just wondering, I ordered your herbs recently. Can you just talk me through how do I make them? And I was like, oh my god, I need to come up with something for this. So that's exactly what I've done. I've come up with a way for you to get these awesome quality blends, like Rejuvenate, which literally has changed people's lives. They've told me that they've They've gone from, you know, having high levels of stress to just feeling great, or, you know, who've gone from needing coffee every day to not needing it, or from eating junk to feeling good, you know, or cleanse. People have told me about the most amazing cleansing that they've had as a result of using that, you know, or immune, you know, big dose of immune will just clear and all this up just like that. Or a strength, you know. I've had some people tell me that they've gained like an inch in their bicep within a month as a result of using it, you know, or serenity, which a lot of the time people don't notice, but I notice when I'm speaking on the phone with them regularly. I'm like, wow, they are really chilled, they've really relaxed and come down to earth. You know, that's serenity. Love serenity. So, you know, they all have their value. So, what I'm going to talk you through right now is exactly how to make the herbal extract blends, okay? This is a precise step-by-step formula. Now, I have all my equipment here ready. I have my kettle, my electric kettle, right? Fill it with water, spring water, of course. I have my cup, right? Nice cup. I have my spoon, and I have my herb bag, okay? I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make these new herbal extract blends. So, I'm going to turn on my kettle, first step. It's got some water in there already. In the meantime, multitasking, I'm going to get my herbs. Now I'm going to go for the cleanse, because it's next to my cup. Because I kind of fancy that springtime at the time of recording this, good time to be having cleanse. So I'm just going to open it. I'm just going to do it He-Man style without scissors. Okay. Gotta love cleanse. And just check, give it a sniff. This bit's optional. That is really good. I love cleanse. The taste on these herbal extract blends is a lot better than the actual herbs, although you'll recognise the taste because it's the same herbs, or very similar anyway. I've updated some of the ingredients, and you can check out on the individual pages to see exactly what's changed. In the case of me updating ingredients, it's really been just about the fact that now they're available to me, whereas before they were not in the whole herb form for whatever reason. So just using herbs that are more readily available to just optimise the blends, and I'm very, very happy with the results. I'll tell you about in a minute. So all I'm going to do is get a nice, this is quite a small teaspoon, sometimes they're bigger teaspoons, so because of that I'm going to get a nice big kind of heaped teaspoon like that, which I guess is about 3 grams. And then I'm just going to close my packet again, so I don't let, you know, any kind of pathogens or dampness get in. Right, I hope you're following this. And then I'm going to get my kettle with water in my right hand, my cup with my herbal extract powder in my left hand, and I'm going to pour in the water. Okay? Now, the next thing I'm going to do, because I have become a little bit of a stevia fanatic, is I'm going to add a little bit of liquid vanilla stevia, and I'm going to put in about maybe 4 drops. I don't really eat any sweet foods, so this is where I get my sweet taste from. I'm very, very happy with that. And then I'm going to get my cup, this time in my left hand again, spoon in my right hand, and I'm going to stir. I'm going to let that cool for a couple of minutes so I don't burn my mouth on film. And I highly recommend you do that too. If you just can't wait, then add a bit of cold water. Why am I using boiling hot water? Because it helps to make the powder completely dissolve. I've tested this, and with all of these blends, there's no kind of sediment at the bottom, there's no grittiness, there's no bittiness. If you add the hot water, it will just dissolve all the powder, and it is just as if you have made a batch of fresh tea, but without the hassle, without the struggle, without the smell permeating the whole house, without then wondering what to do with it, how often to reuse it, when should you throw it away, all of that kind of thing. Oh, some people worry, even though it's not a real issue, but some people worry about, oh, there's more of this one, this herb in this batch, and less of this one and the other one. All of this, you know, standardised, completely even. Perfect. So every challenge and fear and objection which I've had come up as a result of the herbal tea blends has been resolved with the herbal extract instant tea blends. I've been giving this to, you know, my friends, obviously my family, and my clients, you know, people who have been loyal to me and who I'm loyal to first and foremost for them to try it, and the feedback has been really extraordinary. People love it, you know. People are so happy that they get the same, or to be honest, quite a lot of time, higher strength from such an easy to prepare sauce. And to me, I find it miraculous as well. And when I'm asked, you know, why is this so much stronger than, you know, other people's instant extract blends? I don't think other people have and I think this is kind of a unique instant extract blends, instant tea. But when I get asked why the extracts I do so much stronger than other people's extracts, as I understand it, certainly it's down to getting good quality herbs, but it's also because the herbs are extracted fresh. So don't be surprised if you buy, say, one lot of chaga or reishi or whatever, and then a couple of months you buy another one and it looks different. It's got a different colour, different, a little bit different smell, a little bit different taste, whatever. That is because it is fresh every time. Every batch is fresh. And of course, every batch is different, right? Depends on the season, depends on where it comes from. So the only thing that's guaranteed with everything that you get is that it's got a good amount of all the active ingredients, right? All the alkaloids, the triterpenes, the polysaccharides, they are all good. The taste and colour may vary, and that is because every time it's made fresh. And to me, I think this is why these herbal extracts are so superior, why I can stand them up next to any of the people who are supposed to be the best in the world and say, these are awesome, these are extraordinary, and that is because they are made fresh to order. Every time I put an order through, it takes several weeks before it's ready to be shipped to me, because they literally source it, test it, prepare it, pack it, and send it to me per order. It's just incredible, which is exciting, because most of the time when you get it, it's months old, probably years old, right? Then it's lost a lot of its strength, right? Not that it goes off or anything, it lasts a long time generally, but it's lost a lot of its strength. This is fresh, so that's why it's so high quality. Now, I'm just going to give this a little try. Give it a blow. Oh, that is awesome. Sorry. Cool. I'm going to show you at the end when I've drunk that by the end of the video, and I'm going to show you that that's got no sediment or anything at the bottom. That's just clean, pure. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is the price. Okay. Now, after all this talking it up and saying how amazing it is, you're probably thinking, oh God, here it comes. It's going to cost a hell of a lot more than the other tea blends did before. No. The wonderful news is that I'm actually offering this at an equivalent price, which is significantly less than getting the teas. The challenge with the teas is that importing the whole herbs has just become more and more expensive, and while I've only put up the price by say 20% since I started 2 years ago from the time of shooting this, the price it's costing me is probably at least double on average. So it's become harder and harder to be able to make it available to you, basically, without losing money. With this, because the weight that we're shipping is a lot less, we can keep the same exceptional quality, but without having to pay so much for shipping. And so that saving I'm able to pass on to you. So basically, what does that mean? It means that all the herbs in here are extracted at a 10:1 strength. So that means that one bag like this, like 100 grams of Rejuvenate, is equivalent to a kilo bag of Rejuvenate from before. Okay? So a kilo bag of Rejuvenate would have been 45 pounds. I'm giving you this 100 gram bag, which is equivalent to a kilo, remember, for only 29. So that's a significant saving. What's that? 35% reduction, okay, for exactly the same strength. So it's cheaper, it's, if anything, better quality, though the others are exceptional quality, as I'm sure you're already aware if you're watching this, highly likely. It's easier, it's more convenient. You can take it with you anywhere you go. My God, I'm so happy with this. I have to say, these are probably like my proudest creations of all. I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to offer them to you. And I just want you to know that I so appreciate your business, and I so appreciate that you are using these herbs, and that's why I've created this. Okay, I mean, I didn't, to be honest, it wasn't my original intention to go into the having a shop business. I'm a coach, I'm an author, I'm a creator, I'm a trainer. This is what what I really wanted to do. But actually, it's been such a pleasure to share this with you, because every day I get people saying, wow, this has made a difference in my life, and that is so gratifying. So thank you so much for sharing that with me. If you haven't already done so and you just want to share your experiences, I'd really appreciate it. If you can send me an email or put it on the Lionheart Herbs Facebook fan page, anything like that. Really appreciate that. Now, one other thing I just have to reveal to you is that I was a little bit reticent to do this in the first place. Why is that? Because the situation of the herbal laws in this country are so dubious. And when I say that, as far as I know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing this in full conformity of the law. Which basically the law states that you cannot sell someone else's herbal blends, but a practitioner can sell their own herbal blends, right? So I'm a practitioner, I'm selling you my own herbal blends, and I feel completely good with that. That's completely within the law. However, I don't know how long that's going to be the case for. Okay, so I've invested a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of focus into getting these out there, not having any idea, to be honest, how long I'm going to be able to carry on doing it. Okay, so these are available right now. If you're watching this, then presumably they're still available. But I don't know how long they're going to be available for. I can't guarantee it. So, if at some point they're no longer available, please don't be upset with me. I'm doing my absolute best to make them available to you as long as possible. If you're watching this and you're not already a subscriber, then please make sure that you are, because any information that you might need to know about this whole issue, that is how I convey it to you. But all I can say is, these are available now, and they will be available as long as I can possibly do it, but no one can really predict, and most people don't understand the laws about herbs in the EU at the moment, and I can only do my best within them. So here's my suggestion. Given that all that's the case, just try it now. Go for it. Try the ones, try what you really like. If you don't know where to start, if you're like, oh, that sounds amazing, I just don't know what to do, start with Rejuvenate. Okay, Rejuvenate is really awesome. And then from there, if you want to give another one a go, I'd say if your issues are stress, anxiety, working too hard, anything like that, then Serenity is the one to go for. And if you're more focused on peak performance and getting stronger and achievement and feeling more energized and all the rest of it, then Strength is probably one to go for. Immune is just an awesome one to have around to make sure that whenever you need it, you can top up your immunity. Although, of course, like all the tonic herbs, they're good to take all the time. To be honest, I take a lot of them a lot of the time. And Cleanse is really good to do when you feel like giving your body a cleanse. Although Cleanse is the only one you wouldn't do 365 days a year. So, whichever one you want to go for, whether it's a Rejuvenate or anything else, I highly recommend, click on the buttons below, order it, try it. The guarantee which I have in the herbal tea blends is also valid for these, okay? So if after 90 days you don't feel significant benefits, you don't notice that they've really made a significant impact on your life, then by all means let me know and I'll give you a full refund. Because I know daily use of these over 90 days is transformative for you, so try it.